It's not complicated.
John Krasinski is
Shopping. Just shopping.
make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance, I was scared to even think about my wallet. But instead, with Drive Easy on the Geico app, my son's safe driving score saved us even more.
It feels good to take control of your wallet. It feels good to Geico.
This Saturday, we've got Cal Raleigh 70s Jersey Night. The first 15,000 fans will take it home. Brought to you by Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. Mariners.com/tickets. Make note, 4:15 the first pitch time. A little different on Saturday. All right, it's been 9 up and 9 down, Angie, for Emerson Hancock. What has he been doing so well tonight so far?
He's been pretty efficient. And one thing he's doing really well is keeping the ball down. You know, we've been talking a lot about that sweeper. You know, he's getting some weak contact against that pitch, getting some swing and miss, but also his two-seamer as well. Bunch of ground balls on that pitch.
Second time through the order. Here comes Ramon Laureano. He's been seeing the ball well recently. His last 6 games, 4 extra base hits, a couple of homers. He tripled last night.
A dangerous hitter for Emerson to start off the 4th inning here. Right now, 4 home runs in his first 16 games. That's better than any start to his career.
So many first pitch strikes. Laureano another one as Hancock is run 0-2. Away, then a miss. Filthy sweeper, Emerson Hancock.
I mean, it's just so hard for these right-handed batters to allow this ball to travel as deep as you need it to in order to make contact. His bat is so out in front of this pitch. And because he's dropped that arm angle and it's tunneling so well right now with his other pitchers, it's so hard to read and you're picking it up so late.
Mariners would be in front 6-0 if it were not for Jackson Merrill. He robbed a 2-run home run in center field from Julio in the 3rd inning.
Good point. I had forgotten that I felt 2 years. Thanks for bringing it back up.
Like I might have gotten him on the foot, but it misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the first 3-ball count tonight for Hancock. Well located, up and away. Spoiled foul. Hancock trying to put Jackson Merrill away. And he does. Blows it past him right over the plate at 96 miles an hour. Come and get it.
This is a four-seam fastball, but you know, you've got his ability to throw his off-speed so well in the back of your head, and all of a sudden 96 plays more like 98, 99.
Hancock has really handled lefty hitters well this year. That caught a piece of Cal Raleigh, it looked like. The lefty's hitting .077 against him so far through 3 starts. A ton of ground balls against lefties, a lot of strikeouts as well. I mean, that's, if you get a lot of both of those things, you're doing something right. Two outs, nobody out for Bogart. Emerson in the driver's seat, 0-2. Bogarts has been swinging a hot bat. Last 8 games batting over .400. An on-base percentage of .500. All this in contrast to how his season began. His first 8 games, he hit 1 1/4. So he flipped things around pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 hits and 3 RBIs yesterday. Yesterday he was hitting 5th in the lineup. Tonight, Salmon moves him up to 3rd. I hate to bring this up, but he's the only Padre to have gone yard versus Emerson. So I know Emerson has that in the back of his mind and wants to be careful with him.
A couple of home runs this year for Bogarts. All coming recently. He just simply has not been striking out much at all, while also hitting for a lot of power as of late. 1-2. Line to left field, and his hot hitting continues. He finds the base hit out by Rosarena. That's the first base runner tonight for Emerson Hancock. A 2-out single by Bogarts.
In addition to being the first base runner tonight, it is also the first hit this season that he has allowed on the sweeper, but you see where this starts up. He hangs this just a little bit, and Bogart bangs it.
Two-out base runner, here's Machado.
The pitch was called a strike, the batter challenged it.
Machado thinks this was a ball. It's very much a strike.
The pitch was a strike. San Diego has 1 remaining challenge.
Our UC Tracer will show it.
That's a nifty pitch by Emerson. It's really starting at his front hip of Machado. It breaks over the black inside.
Up to right field. Raley closing on it. Slides, and he makes the catch. Raley with the final out. Now the Mariners lead it after 4.
He's a man with a list in a race against time.
You haven't? Things got complicated.
John Krasinski is
Shopping. Shopping.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Yeah, you know what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Wow, is that t-shirt free? Yeah, I need one.
But what really baffles me is that people turn down free money by not switching to Geico. Customers can save $900, you know. Oh, free bank shirt? Yeah, it's not quite one. Excuse me, sorry, do you have this in extra small?
Nah. Oversized is in, totally.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico.
When you're ready for spring break, emphasis on the break. It matters where you stay. Book your spring break now. Hilton for the stay.
Extra, extra, read all about it. World Cup prep begins.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Training for World Cup in North America has begun, and you would not believe what these guys are up to.
White 17, white 17, hot!
Preparations spiral out of control across the globe as the hunt for World Cup glory intensifies. Buckle up, folks. We're just getting started.
Mariners TV is brought to you by Pimco, the insurance you get. Learn more at pimco.com. Game 2 of 3 tonight, Mariners and the Padres. And the Mariners have dipped into San Diego's bullpen. Ron Marinaccio takes over as Naylor fouls away for strike one. The former Yankee now pitching.
Well, the Mariners made Vasquez throw a lot of pitches. Marinaccio hasn't pitched since Saturday, but on Saturday he did have to throw a lot of pitches, 26.
Naylor behind 0-2.
With Josh before the game, who made his major league debut with these Padres, not here, but while he was playing with the Padres in Toronto. It's funny, he got the call in El Paso that one of the coaches needed help with his passport. He was going to Toronto, and he's like, "What? Like you're an organization. I mean, yeah, I'm from Canada, but like, how am I going to help this guy with his passport?" He goes, "Oh yeah, and we're going to need you to play, outfield for the big league club."
Very nice. All right.
It's hard to remember that or imagine even that Josh Naylor was once a right fielder.
Here's Randy. Randy wants to challenge this.
This was called a strike. The batter's challenging.
Whoa. Got the corner.
This was a strike. Seattle has one remaining challenge.
Rosarena behind 1-2. He's trying to reach base for the third time already tonight. He has walked, doubled, and scored twice. Randy was one of the highest on base percentages in the game early on this year. Part because of how much he has walked to begin the season. Well, this will help also. He's aboard for the third time. Shoots that into right field.
I'm here for it. I want to see Randy do more of this. I mean, we know how quick his hands are, but both of his hits tonight, he is allowed to get deep and go the opposite way.
Leading the club in hits. Now with 20 on the year. Here's Luke Raley. Randy dives back in. Randy on his way to second, and it gets out of the glove of Campusano. He never caught it clean. Good stolen base for Rosarena.
Campusano came out of his stance when he heard going, but this was a changeup, and it literally changed him up too.
perfect 5 for 5 to begin the year. Hit hard, but foul. Mariners have had traffic in every inning since the first. Already 9 at-bats tonight with a runner in scoring position. One out, Randy at second, 2-2. And like it might have gotten a piece of Raley, but it does not. It's a full count. Canzone waiting on deck. Wow. That ball is absolutely tagged. Way back and gone. Luke Raley punishes a pitch. 2-run blast, and it's 6-0 Mariners.
Josh Naylor's face just said it all there, didn't it? Ouch. That ball was hurt. Marinaccio threw a changeup the pitch before and thought he might be able to get a fastball by Luke Raley. Had no such luck. 113 miles per hour off the bat.
Canzone out to center. Merrill doesn't have to move too much. 2 outs.
Take a look at Luke Raley's swing. It's like a rubber band. I mean, he gets the hands back, the foot down, and then you see that backside come through, leads with the knob, and then the barrel like a slingshot coming through there.
Second longest hit home run this year by a Mariner, 434 feet. Canzone's 444, still the clubhouse leader. Bobby Magianis liking what he sees. On Young. Oh, what a great few weeks it has been for Raley to begin the year. He's batting around 300 with power.
Again, I really liked his first at-bat where he got a changeup and he drove it the opposite way. And then you look at that at-bat where he's just on time for the fastball, ready to do damage.
Cronenworth shallow right field to retire the side. Well, the Mariners hang another crooked number. A 2-run home run, Luke Raley, and a 6-0 Mariners.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change. Visit Jack for a chance to win $75K. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Welcome to the Town Place Sweets breakfast wrap. Peter is on the clock. Will he go sweets or savory with his first pick? Peter selects scrambled eggs. His second pick, Peter takes crispy bacon. He gets the eggs again. He goes back to the scrambled eggs. That's a round. Back to the egg. Okay, I think that's the championship roster.
He's a man with a list. In a race against time.
You have it? Things are complicated.
Complicated. And he's not stopping.
They tell me you're the man to talk to about cannoli.
Until they're all crossed out. John Krasinski is...
Oh, shopping. Just shopping.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
Brad, Adam with you here at Petco Park. The Mariners have that 6-0 lead, and thanks to Luke Raley's 4th home run and 2-run shot. I talked to Luke about how he's been hitting so well of late. Right before that Houston series, which he hit .412 during that series, he said he went back and looked at some video from the Cleveland series, the opening one at T-Mobile Park. He came out of the gate swinging the bat really well. He said he just made some really small adjustments, like very small stance, hands, feels better at the plate. We've seen the results. And he said he also wanted to not try too hard. He said it's a game of failure. If you try too hard, you're just going to fail more. So just relax, feel good, feel comfortable, confident, and just, you know, let the swing happen. Don't try too hard. And it's certainly working, guys.
Well, it's been a remarkable start to the season for Raley, and Ange, I can only imagine how hard that is actually to put into practice.
It is, and then the other part of that is like when you hear, and I imagine Bobby's heard it and Seitzer heard it, where like, hey, I just relaxed, and you're like, you know, as a coach, you're just like, that's what I've been telling you. But something clicks for them. They feel something, and they're like, oh, I felt tension here. I felt tension with my hands. I felt tension with my setup. And then it comes clean. You've been saying it to them over and over and over again, but it's something they feel, something they see that makes it click, or something that's said that they hear just a little bit differently.
Foul ball, Gavin Sheets leading things off. Yeah, it's one thing to say I'm going to relax more, and then it's another thing to stand in there facing 96 to 98 with nasty movement as
and again,
well.
when he goes in there and he says to Kevin, I just relaxed. I just relaxed, and I let the ball come to me, and I was just nice and loose, and that allowed me to crush it. I mean, Seitzer's going to nod and be like, yeah, exactly. But in his mind, he's just going, yep, we've had this conversation, you know, 300 times, and you've had this aha moment over and over and over again. But it's the little adjustments like Brad was talking about that make the biggest difference. I mean, it's so hard to hit a baseball. Hundreds of thousands of a second are the difference between fair fouls.
Julio had to go back on this, and he almost overruns it. He can't make the catch. It looked like he was able to adjust in midair and make the catch, but he can't hold on to it. And Sheets is aboard.
You have to understand, when a ball is hit 385 feet, it does not stay straight. And you realize this ball starts to come back over on him. He does the right thing. He turns the hips. You do not have time when the ball is moving that late in the outfield to roll your shoulder and take your eyes off of it. He turns his hips and he's nearly able to haul it in.
You don't see that happen to Julio very often. Here's Castellanos. Fouled out the plate. Just the second hit tonight for the Padres. First time they've had a man in scoring position tonight. 1-2. Castellanos, looking at last year's numbers, he definitely can chase outside the strike zone. Chases above average, but makes some decent contact when he does. Soft fly ball, Randy comes in. One away. Now a message from Jack in the Box.
Get my new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal for a chance to win $75,000. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
One out, a runner at second base after the Sheets double. Here comes Ty France.
I like to see Emerson's trust in that sinker. Gavin Sheets hit the double on the sinker. He came back to get Nick Castellanos with the same pitch. Righty versus lefty, but still. Good late movement on that pitch, and again.
That's 11 consecutive first pitch strikes for Emerson Hancock. 14 of 16 tonight. We showed you in the first inning how elite he has been at that. One of the very best in baseball so far this year. Oh, 2. And he's doing it against a team that is a very aggressive hitting team. One of the highest swing rates in baseball, especially aggressive in pitches over the plate in the strike zone. They don't take a whole lot. Way outside. Padres also one of the lowest strikeout rates early on this year in the majors. Down the line and foul. Padres got off to a slow start offensively, but have been on fire as of late. They've won 6 in a row. Foul ball.
Ty France is single-handedly chewing up Emerson's pitch count. He came into this inning in great shape.
Well, during the 6-game win streak, everything's going right for the Padres. They've outscored their opponents 40-15, and they have the lowest team ERA in baseball during this 6-game winning streak, just barely over 2. A wave and a miss. He strikes out Ty France. That's the 6th strikeout for Hancock tonight.
That 6-game winning streak by the Padres right now, the longest active streak in the game. After several two-seamers in on his hands, he tries to change plane on him, and it's successful with the 4-seam fastball.
Here's Cronenworth, 2 outs and a man at second. That snaps 11 straight first pitch strikes thrown from Hancock.
Now he's just 14 to 17.
I think that's right. Hancock ahead. On a 1-2. Just a touch outside. Some discipline from Cronenworth. Full count. A 2-out walk. First walk tonight issued by Hancock. Count's going out. Two outs first and second. Andrew Sonal, the number 9 hitter, is due up next. Cole Infield will gather on the mound. The France had a fairly lengthy at-bat, so did Castellanos before him. Even Sheets to begin the inning, and I guess that all adds up to the longest inning so far. 25 pitches in this fifth. Cal may be giving Emerson a bit of a breather here.
Just give him an opportunity to reset just a little bit.
Dan Wilson has had his starting pitchers go at least 7 innings in each of the last 3 games. For context, there are 12 teams in baseball that have not had one pitcher go 7 innings. Randy cutting towards the line, puts on the brakes a bit and makes the catch. Good mound visit. A couple of men are stranded, 5 in the books, so the Mariners get 6-0.
He's a man with a list. In a race against time.
You haven't? Things are complicated. Complicated.
And he's not stopping.
They tell me you're the man to talk to about.
Until they're all crossed out. John Krasinski is...
Oh, shopping. Just shopping. Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check my outfit before meeting my girlfriend's family. Checking Allstate first was an excellent plan. Not checking which team my girlfriend rooted for? Yeah, not great. So check Allstate first, and you can save hundreds. Ex-girlfriend.
Nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
On this Jackie Robinson Day, as we celebrate 79 years since Jackie broke the color barrier, 38 World Series games, won it all in 1955. He played in Don Larkin's perfect game, Game 5 of the '56 World Series. Played in the shot heard round the world game versus the Giants in '51. Bobby Thompson's 3-run walk-off home run. A legendary player, a legendary person, playing in some of the most iconic games in baseball history.
Just an incredible athlete. You think about back at UCLA. I mean, he didn't just kind of play, you know, baseball and football and basketball. I mean, he lettered in not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 sports. Baseball, football, basketball, and track.
Incredible.
I mean, you don't see that anymore at a major school. You don't see that anymore at all. Hard-pressed to find an 11-year-old that plays 4 sports. Someone's doing it at the collegiate level.
Marinaccio on for his second inning of work. Rivas leading things off. Top of the order is next. On the ground, Cronenworth can't get to it, just beyond his reach. Rivas reaching for the second time tonight.
Little change-up that he puts back up the middle. Rivas got really good bat control. Good strike zone, which is why he felt good about his ABS challenge there in the 4th inning. How huge it ended up being, too.
It was his 2-out challenge on a 3-2 pitch that instead of ending the inning, which is what was originally ruled a strikeout looking, it brought Donovan to the plate, and Donovan drove home 2 runs. One ball and 1 strike. A touch outside. Both teams with 1 challenge left. Here comes the 3-1. Rivas takes off for second. It's spoiled foul. Donovan told us a story about when he was a kid, his dad gave him the Ted Williams hitting book. And one thing it says in the book is that you should never swing at the first pitch from a pitcher you've never seen before. And he said that worked pretty well until he got to the big leagues and was seeing everyone for the first time and was like, oh man, I'm down 0-1 every at bat.
This isn't a good approach.
He draws the walk. But you know, it's interesting, he had a little bit of a spin on it as he was learning early in his big league career. And you discovered that just because he hadn't seen a specific pitcher before didn't mean he hadn't seen someone like him, a similar repertoire, a similar arm angle. And so he tried to kind of compartmentalize earlier in his career the types of pitchers he was seeing and using that as kind of a foundation as he was making his first go through throughout the majors.
Every player does it in some form when they're on the on-deck circle, but if you watch Brendan Donovan in the on-deck circle, he really does make that his at-bat before the at-bat. I mean, he's got his gear on, he's in his stance, he's timing him up, and now that you tell me that story, it makes a lot more sense.
He draws a walk, reaches for the second time. Here's Cal Raleigh. Two. 31 pitches for Marinaccio. Lonnie Peralta, one of 3 lefties in their bullpen, getting loose. The Mariners enjoying facing the B side of the bullpen tonight for the Padres as opposed to last night, the A side. Last night really worked out perfectly for San Diego and all the pitchers that they threw at the end of Michael King, and then they turned the keys over to their main leverage arms in the bullpen and held the Mariners to just 1 run tonight. Fastball takes care of Cal Raleigh.
The Mariners saw more homes last night haven't been used for a few days.
Have drawn 5 walks now tonight compared to 8 strikeouts. Mariners have one Mariners have a 2-run home run from Raley. Double by Canzone to drive home 2 runs as well. It really got him a nice diverse offensive set tonight.
Yeah, I really like seeing the slug. I mean, sure, you'd like to see the Mariners get him on, get him over, get him in, but, you know, getting him on and then baseball is